Hey there, Heather. Hello there, Jeff Cody. Welcome you to the Saturday edition of PC We Play Baseball and doing the seasons that I actually have bought um, on April Fool's Day. So we did the 1924 season review. We had Washington versus Pittsburgh for the final, and Washington won that thing last week. So Washington wins the 1924 thing. Pittsburgh takes second. Brooklyn had the most wins for a second place team in AL or NL. So the 1924 Robins are third, and based off of the Triple Crown things, batting average, home runs, RBIs, we have ourselves the New York Yankees of 1924 get fourth place. Remember, I'm going to go from 24 seasons slash decades things to 32. I bought 24, 67, 90, and 2025. Well, 1924 because, I haven't had a season in the 1920s. 2025 because of the Blue Jays, even if the Jays had not gone to the World Series, the fact they won a division, I wanted to replay that. 1967, 1990 because it was the second youngest PC Replay baseball game on the thing. Well, actually, the newest one was 1990. The second youngest was newest was 1990. So I thought 1990, the year of the no hitters, and it did break an 8-year thing from between 1985 and 1993. I tried to do like no gaps past 5 years, and 1967 because I needed something between 1924 and 1990, and I thought 67 would be perfect because it's Canada's centennial and the Impossible Dream season. So here we are, 1967. So today we're going to be doing the opening day game and then any key playoff games because remember the top four from this season will also be there. Now, unlike 1990 and 2025, well, unlike 1990 and 1924, the 67 season, none of the teams made the 96 team tournament. You know that 96 team tournament since January? Yep. Well, no team in 1967 qualified for that in the top four. So that means any team in 1967 will get in. I don't have to do any concessions. Remember, the 1924 Senators actually were in the thing as the 20s and 30s thing. And then, of course, because Washington, the first one, 1924, that meant that the 24 Washington team from the 20s, 30s decade gets replaced. So the 1923 Monarchs jumped up to third in the lottery number, and the 1934 Tigers get the extra spot. So we did LA Cincy off camera. Now we're going to be doing Yankees versus Washington on camera. It's always interesting to see that. Of course, I can't make any DH moves, so Yankees AI, Charlie Smith at third base. I'm not really sold on him. I think Joe Pepitone played third base, didn't he? Well, I don't know who else played third base, but I'm going to put Joe Pepitone at third base. In Washington, I don't know much about Washington. Tim Cullen, Kevin Mullen, Fred Valentine, Doug Camilli. Doug Camilli is a catcher. Oh, well, obviously I can't have a DH. What about Hank Allen? Hank Allen was an outfielder, so I'm going to put Valentine out for Hank Allen to play center field. So here we go, Yankees, Washington.
Replay Radio is live from Washington. Top of the first.
So we're at Washington's RFK Stadium. So yeah, DC Stadium. Nope. Pete Reichert. In real life, he was 9-16 with a pair of saves. Florida Park, New York. I think he was a White Sox at one time. He's there. Horace Clark. He had 143 games from the Virgin Islands, 3 home runs, 29 RBIs. I quit laughing. It's not a joke. Pitch in the way. Base hit by Clark.
No outs, man on first.
Yeah, the 67 Yankees, I think in real life, were not great. They weren't terrible either. Washington, terrible. Here's Tom Trush, left fielder. In real life, he had 14 runs from Detroit basketball. Clark trying to steal second base. Nope.
No outs, man on first.
Needed to have it higher than a 3. Trash. Hit the second and possible error. Might be an error. 31's a middle of the road number. So it's first and second for the Yankees.
No outs. Men on first and second.
For Mickey Mantle playing first base. Yeah, he went from center field to first base, I guess because of his ailing knees. 35 years old, from Oklahoma. 22 home runs, though. Yeah, 1967 was the year Mickey got to number 500. Come back to the pitcher. This almost always is a double play. It is a double play. Clark will move to third, so nice job. A 1-6-3
Two outs.
pitching
Men on
doubleheader.
third.
Will double play, and now Steve Whitaker from Tacoma. 11 home runs in 122 games as a Yankee. Goodbye, so 30.
No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left on. Bottom of the first.
Bottom of the first, Mal Stoudemire. Who bore 2 sons, Mal Jr., who didn't really pitch well in the major leagues. He was a good pitching coach. And Todd Stoudemire, who won the World Series in '93 for the Blue Jays. 15-15 this year from Hazleton, Missouri. Tim Cullen from San Francisco. 124 games are these guys. Luck now. The Washington Senators used to be a team that these are not related to the 1924 Washington Senators. The Washington Senators from 1901 to 1960 played in Washington, then moved to Minnesota to become the Minnesota Twins. American League did not want baseball to be out of Washington, so they put an AL expansion team to be the Washington Senators. Though these Washington Senators, the 60s Washington Senators, are the predecessor to the Texas Rangers.
No outs, men on first.
You guys know. Here's Ken McMullen from Oxnard, California. Oxnard. Who was at Oxnard? I do. 146 games, 16 over 67 airbags. There's a reroll on column 5. Pitch in the dirt.
No outs, men on first.
So that practically is the base action. Here's McMullen. It's a there.
No outs, men on first and second.
And here comes Hank Allen. I put him in center field from Wenham, Pennsylvania. 26 years old. 3 home runs in 116 games. Grab on the second. This could be a double play. This will be a double play. And just like the Yankees half inning, Washington gets a double play.
2 outs, men on third.
2 outs. Now here's Frank Howard, no first. Tater Tots, 30 years old, from Columbus, Ohio. Hondo, as they call him. I think he was a Dodger before he became a Washington mainstay. 36 home runs, 89 RBIs. He fell with the team to Texas, if you guys know. And just like the top of the first, runner on third, and it's
no runs, no hits.
The legendary Gil Hodges managing Washington. Ralph Hook for the
top
Yankees.
of the second.
I think Ralph Hook was the manager in '61 when the Yankees won the World Series, because in 1960 they fired Casey Stengel for his mistakes. Here's Joe Pepitone. I put him at third base. From Brooklyn, fan favorite, 26 years old. Hits it to left. Frank Howard's a 2 defensively, so this could be a base hit. I think it is. Just a single, don't worry about it.
No outs, men on first.
And now here comes Jake Gibbs, the catcher, the former quarterback for the University of Mississippi, Ole Miss, and he spurned an NFL contract for the Yankees from Grenada, Mississippi. 4 runs, 25 RBIs. Was it a good idea? I say no. Base hit to left. Pat Patone to second, as first and second. Is he really going for third base? 6-1, it's an extra base plus. He's on third. If it's lower than a 3, Gibbs will move forward. It is a 3, so he will move to second. So it's a single and an advancement on a third.
No outs, men on second and third.
Great chance for Bill Robinson from McKeesport, Pennsylvania. Yeah, I think he played for the Pirates, didn't he? Yeah, he was 35 years old playing for the '79 Pirates. Because I remember him from the Phil Garner tribute game. Line drive towards left field. That's a single. 1 scores, 2 scores. Bill Robinson. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
No outs, men on first.
It's a 2-0 Yankees, and now Ruben Amaro Sr. I know there was Ruben Amaro Jr. He used to be a Philly and a Blue Jay. And a manager. but Ruben Sr. from Mexicali, 17 RBIs. As I burp. Hit the short, and Brakeman can't get it cleanly. Robinson the second.
No outs, men on first and second.
Because we're playing
the defense is
the
playing
season
in
thing,
at the
the pitcher
corners.
must hit, and that's Mel Stoudemire.
He's going to lay down a bunt.
I figured he would bunt. Reichert sees this, and he might have bubbled it. He sure did. Second error of the day. The bases are now loaded for Clark. I don't think he's on home run threat.
Bases loaded. The first baseman is playing.
Of course, if you've been watching my OOTP thing, I think was it Wednesday? I gotta take my. Pittsburgh played Cincy, and Andrew McCutchen went deep for a grand slam, but McCutchen is known for his home runs. Pitch to Clark. With no outs, fly ball to center. Robinson, I'm surprised, didn't go for it.
Bases loaded.
By Dick Allen. Yeah, Bernie Allen's at 2 defensively. Here's Trash. Hit the short, and ooh, this could be a double play. It is a double play.
That's their second double play turn today.
Well, they only give up 2 runs. It could have been worse.
2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, and 2 left on. Bottom of the second.
Well, he does have the 2 RBIs. Here's Cap Peterson for Washington from Tacoma, Washington. Not the same Washington. 123 games. Around the Peppertone throws to first, proving he can't play the hot corner.
1 out, bases empty.
Here's Paul Casanova, catcher from Cuba. 31 games. Deep fly to left, Tresh makes the catch.
2 outs, bases empty.
Here comes the Hawk. Ken Harrelson from Woodruff, South Carolina. 110 games, 12 home runs for Washington before he was ticked off. He became kind of what they call a free agent and went to the Bo Sox for the end of the 67 Impossible Dream season. Pitch on the way. I'll take him off then.
2 outs, men on first.
Here's Ed Brinkman, the shortstop from Cincinnati, 109 games. Hey, got plunked. So, Stoudemire's got to be careful.
2 outs, men on first and second.
Here's the pitcher, Reichert. Can't really hit a lick. One drive towards right field. That's a base hit. What? We'll score. Well, I didn't think he could get a hit, but he did. And as my buddy RJL Network says, DH, I don't need no stinking DH.
2 outs, men on first and third.
It's first and third for Cullen. Does he get a hit? And then a walk. That was the first hit of the day by Washington. It was by the pitcher.
2 outs,
bases are now loaded. Will it be just like the top of the second, and the Yankees can't get anything with the bases loaded? Here's McMullen. See? Just like that.
1 run, 1 hit, and 3 left on. Top of the third.
Here's Mickey Mantle. I don't know. Mantle was known for striking out a lot.
1 out, bases empty.
He's basically your strike, your power hitter, your sink or swim guy. Home run or strikeout. Here's Whitaker. Ooh, a rare play. Has been on number. It is a 1. It's a foul out. It's a 50-50 chance to foul out. And he does. He was hoping for 4, 5, 6 because that means he gets
2 outs,
stay on
empty.
And hit again. Here's Pepitone. Deep fly, Pedersen makes the catch. Quick inning.
They go down quietly, nothing doing this half inning.
Shoosh!
Bottom of the third.
All right, here's Hank Allen back at the plate. Fly ball, Robinson makes the catch. Yeah, Mickey
1 out, bases empty.
Center field. That's shocking, but he could play first base. Howard. Ground ball to Pepitone. Eut. That's 2.
2 outs, bases empty.
Here comes Cap. Unlike the top of the third, it's not 1, 2, 3.
2 outs, men on first.
Here comes Casanova. Hit the first and stomped by Mantle. Well, like
no
what
runs,
I say,
no hits, and 1 left on.
and Washington had the same areas like what first and second with no outs, and then nothing came. Runner on third with 2 outs and nothing came of it. The second inning was the same for both sides. Bases loaded with 2 outs and nothing happened.
Top of the fourth.
On to the fourth, and here comes Gibbs. Fly ball to center. Nice catch by Mr.
1 out, bases
Allen.
empty.
1 down for Robinson. Running for base, so that's a strike.
2 outs, bases empty.
Here's Amaro. Hit the first and really? An error? Nope, not this time. And 3 up, 3 down.
And just like that, the inning's over.
Just like that,
Bottom of
game
the
of
fourth.
throws. Bottom of the fourth. Hawk will start. Does he have a rare play? It is a 5, so we go to the book. And the book says 5-4. Texas League caught fly to left field. Amaro better be careful. He and Tresh collide, and Amaro must be taken out. Ouch.
1 out, bases empty.
So they need a shortstop. It's either Dick Hauser, the former Royals manager who helped them win the 1985 World Series and then a couple years later died of brain cancer, sadly enough. I hate the 85 Royals with every bone in my body because of what they did to the Jays, but I can't hate on Dick Hauser. It's him or Kennedy, but I don't think you want a John Kennedy in Washington. Reminds them too much of you-know-who. So Dick Hauser will come in by shortstop. He will bat ninth. If you will. Here's Frank. Hit or miss? Might be a miss. It is a miss. Brinkman thought he could get a hit, but no. Yeah, Tim Collins has had 2 plate appearances without getting a bat. That doesn't seem right. Here's Reichert. He did have a single, remember. He doesn't get it. Look at this guy. That's 2 hits and 2 at bats. Once again, like RGL Network says, DH, I don't need no stinking
2
DH.
outs, men on first.
And here's Tim Collins. Well, he's walked twice, that's why. Wraps it, but a fly ball. Whitaker makes the catch, and Washington can't do anything about it.
No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. Top of the fifth.
Well, here's the other pitcher, Mel Stoudemire. Sashing it right. Number 3.
1 out, bases empty.
Here comes Horace Clark. Base hit. But does Cap Peterson make a mistake with his baseball cap? I think he might. Actually, no. 26 is like a little over.
1 out, man on first.
Oh, there's no way. He needed a 3, 4, 5, or 6 on the red die. A good chance. But no error. Trash. Hit the second and oh crap, that is an error. Well, Washington thought we're not going to make any more errors. Yes you are.
1 out, men on
It's
first
error number
and
3.
second.
They have more errors than hits. With Manuel. At least he doesn't strike out this time. But he throws into a double play. Once again,
and they turn their 3rd double play of the game.
But they're still winning.
No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left on.
As long as
Bottom of the 5th.
Win. Some people are like, well, come on, no way. Here's McMullen. Sashi, strike 3. Yeah,
1 out, bases empty.
Here's Hank Allen. Fly by the center, nice catch, 2 down.
2 outs, bases empty.
Here's Stoudemire to Howard. And he's gone, 4-3. Nice job by Stoudemire.
An easy inning to score.
Easy
1, 2,
peasy lemon
3.
squeezy.
Top of the 6th.
Top of the 6th. Here comes Whitaker. Base hit.
No outs, men on first. The defense is playing in at the corners.
Everton. Another short. Oh, I was hoping. I was like, did they hit into it? Yet another double play.
1 out, men on first.
They could still do that technically. Capitone's a K. Oh, well, he's going to try to steal it. I think he's going to be caught. 2-1. Oh, not so fast. Reichert makes an error. The one. He had a 7 out of. Yeah, he had a 7 out of 12 chance of being caught stealing.
1 out,
no,
men on second.
he got lucky as you know what. Here's Gibbs. Deep fly to the right. Pepitone will move to third base, so no double play this time.
2 outs, men on third.
And now here's Bill Robinson. He does have 2 RBIs. Reichert needs to do something here. He does. He throws a pitch, ground ball out, and Robinson can't get the RBI number
No
3.
runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left on. Bottom of the 6th.
On to the bottom. You have 5, 6, 7. Peterson, strike 3.
1 out, bases empty.
Casanova to center.
2 outs, bases empty.
Harrelson. He gone.
It's a 1-2-3 inning.
Dun, 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 they're going to make the 9.
Top of the 7th.
On to the 7th. And another background pick. I like this one better with that Washington scoreboard. This is RFK Stadium, if you must know. I think that it's still in existence for the soccer team. Here's Dick Hauser. Well, he came in for an injured Ruben Amaro from Miami. Welcome to Miami. 63 games, 10 RBIs. Much better as a manager. Fly ball to center. Bernie makes the catch. No, that's Hank Allen.
1 out, bases empty.
Here comes Mel Stoudemire. He was 8 for 82 in the season with 5 RBIs for hitting. Pitch in the way. He'll walk. Yeah.
1 out, man on first.
Giving him a walk to your upset number. And they're going to take Riker out. Although I would say no. Not so fast. Pitch of the way. Popped up. Cullen makes the catch. He was probably hoping to drop
2 outs,
to
man
make
on
the double
first.
play. Because they got 3 in them. Here's Tresh. Allen.
No runs,
I think I
no
know
hits,
why.
and 1 left on.
Riker kid.
Bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, Riker was a Texas icon. I remember him from the Texas Legends of OTP. Here's Brinkman. And Stoudemire. Hit or miss. And it's a miss. I thought it was a hit. I was like, yes, a hit.
1 out, bases empty.
Well, here's Pete Reichert. He was 5 for 39 with 1 RBI. Pitch in the way. Not this time. He was hoping for a
2
single,
outs, bases
but
empty.
he strikes out, and now here comes Cullen. There's a base hit, and that's the first base hit of Washington. And that's important, yeah. But he's Cullen's base hit. It's the first base hit by someone who wasn't the pitcher. You know how embarrassing that is?
2 outs, man on first.
And obviously they wanted Riker to hit because see if he could get 3 hits off Mel Stoudemire. At the first and stomp. Stomp, Mantle says. Boost check. It's not. He doesn't get a boost. But the bat's 3rd out.
No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. Top of the 8th.
There's Mano. All 4, and I think they're going to take him out. Riker had a good
No outs,
effort,
man on
but
first.
it's 2-1.
The
Yeah,
defense
he's
is
on
playing
deep
in at the
base.
corners.
You know, in the Yankees, yeah. We're going to take him out. It's going to be Bob Pretty from Pittsburgh. 46 games, 3-7 with 4 saves in real life. Pitch and light. Fly ball to the right. Cap makes the catch. Not in his ball cap.
1 out, man on first.
He will not do his namesake. Here's Pappy. Under towards the right field. That's a single. Mantle will hold. He doesn't have the speed he
1
used
out.
to.
Men on
In the
first and second.
1950s, he'd have a 5 speed and move to third base. Here's Gibbs. Lined out to McMullen, who will not be able to get Mantle
2
on a
outs,
double.
men on first and second.
Although, Lord, he knows. He wants to try. Here's Billy Robinson. So shoot!
No runs, 1 hit, and 2 left on. Bottom of the 8th.
On the 8th. Here's Hank Allen. Hit to short, and he's out. 1 away.
1 out, bases empty.
Here's Howard. Maybe that was the right field, so Frank Howard, who's known for his home runs, he gets a
1
double.
out, man on second.
And now Cap. Sorry about the background noise. Hit the short and a possible error. I doubt it. Nope. 8 double sixes. Howard will get to third base, but there are 2 outs. So
2 outs, men on third.
Stoudemire says, I can get him out. I just need 1 more out. Left it to right. Whitaker is a 3 defensively. This might work. This is looking like a hit. Yes, it is. Single. Hasselblad has tied the game at 2. Right here with the other idea. Well,
2 outs, men on
now
first.
you get rid of him. Stoudemire's like, you can't get that out. You're out of luck. It will be Steve Hamilton. Yes, with the volley floater. 31 years old for Columbia, Kentucky. 44 games, 2-4 with 4 saves in real life. Face the Hawk, who hits at the center and drops base hit. That's a rebound against Fords. It's first and third. Ed Brinkman. Good walk.
2 outs, men on first and third.
Do you walk Brinkman? No, you don't want to walk Brinkman. You want to go after him. Hit the right. And Whitaker makes the catch, and Washington does tie the game. But can't take
1 run, 3 hits,
after 8.
and 2 left on. Top of the ninth.
Top of the ninth, we go 8-9-1. So Dick Hauser can't be replaced because he already replaced somebody. Hit the third, and possibly field single.
Hey!
Good chance? It is a single because he wants to mingle.
No outs, men on
You
first.
could
The
ask
third baseman is
Hamilton
playing
to
in.
bunt him over, but I doubt that highly. You want to win. And it's going to be Charlie Smith, 400 at-bats in his career. In this season. He played 135 games, 9 home runs, 38 RBIs. I yanked him for Pepito, not realizing Charlie Smith played so many hits. From South Carolina. We need hits.
He's going to lay down a bunt.
But he's going to bunt. And Pretty sees this and catches it before it drops.
1 out, men on first.
If I had known that, I would have let Hamilton try to bunt. There's Clark. Right to Colin, 2 outs.
2 outs, men on first.
And now you got Trash. And he flies out, so Pretty did pretty good.
No runs,
Question
1
in my
hit,
mind for the
and
Yankees
1 left
is
on.
who do you have now?
Bottom of the ninth.
Well, Washington has Pretty to bat. Now what do? It will be Al Downing who will come in. Fans will know who Downing is in 7 years. From Trenton, New Jersey, 25 years old in the season, 14-10. People will know who Al Downing is, as I said, in 74, because who gave up Hanker in 715 home run? That guy, Al Downing. Pretty is definitely going to come out, and it will be up to Fred Valentine over 400 bats. He's going to be the one who will pinch it. Squeaky, as they call him. Squeaky gets the wheel from Clarksdale, Mississippi. 151 games, 11 home runs. Pitch away. Hits a third, and he's out. 1 away. I thought this would be
an offensive
showdown. That's what I thought. Tim Cullen. And I think they're going to take him out, and it's going to be Bernie Allen who will come in to pinch it. 20 years old. Goodbye, strike 3. Forgot what Bernie did.
2 outs, bases empty.
Bernie Allen from East Liverpool, Ohio. Is there West Liverpool, Ohio? 87 games. Ken McMullen is going to come up to the plate. And strike out. Downing does his job. Now we go to the 10th.
And just like that, the inning's over. Top of the 10th.
And no, we don't do the 2020 base running rules. Second base now becomes Allen's because he was the pinch hitter. Pitcher, now Mantle coming up. They're gonna go with Bob Humphreys from Covington, Virginia, 31 years old, 6-2 with 4 saves in 48 games. You have Mantle, Whitaker, and Pepito at the plate. Now there is the special cutter extra inning rule. The rule is that there's no base runner in second. I do put a base runner on. Each team in the 10th inning and subsequent innings must intentionally walk out of the first or second batter. OTP does not allow you to intentionally walk someone unless you do the pitching decisions by yourself. But no. In PC Replay Baseball, it's the intentional rule. You must walk the first or second member of each lineup. And yes, the home team will have the same thing done to them. And obviously, you know who is Up first, so Humford. They could have, well, oh yeah, that's right. They didn't have a pitcher.
No outs, men on first.
Amanda is intentionally
The
walked,
third
and now
baseman is
Whitaker.
playing in.
And they're going to take him out. And it's going to be Mike Hagan, former Cleveland icon from Cleveland, 24 years old, 68 gauge. I think this was before he was a Cleveland icon. I think you're right, too. Pitch of the way. Hit the short and off the Brickman's glove. He was hoping for double play number 4. They've already had 3 double plays on the
No outs, men on first and second.
First and second.
The first
And you
baseman
intentionally
is
walk
playing
Pepitone
in.
to get the Gibbs. Yes, you do. You can intentionally walk someone to, with a runner on second, you can intentionally walk somebody if you need to.
No outs, bases
So
loaded.
the bases are loaded for
They've
Gibbs.
brought the
They're
infield
praying
in.
for a mistake. And Gibbs will stay in to catch. And he'll take a bases loaded walk. Well, not playing in their face. 3-2.
No outs, bases loaded.
And now you
They've
got
brought
Bill
the infield
Robinson.
in.
He's got 2 RBIs. You're not going to take him out. Ooh, rare play. Is it on a number? It is a 5. What do we have? We have a 2-2 Hark runner through the box. Franklin's playing in. It's a single. 2 RBI single. Bill Robinson's got 4 RBIs today. But Gibbs wants to go for third base. But he's safe. Robinson. But Robinson's out at second. It doesn't matter. It's a 2 RBI single. It's a 2 RBI single.
1 out, man on third.
But that's okay. It's 5-2. Those 2 runs do
in.
count because that was only the first out. Got a runner on third. Do you walk Dick Hauser? No. You might as well try. Now, oh, he's walked 3 guys, but 2 intentionally. Yeah. Now, they're going to let him pitch to Hauser. Right on the left, Gibbs is going to stay.
2 outs, men on
now,
third.
Al Downing is going to come in. Intentional. They're going to go with Alston Howard, the legend. Yeah, I should have taken Gibbs out. But Alston Howard, who did well for the team from St. Louis, 38 years old, 108 games. But he didn't play the entire 67 season as a Yankee. He was traded to Boston, of all teams. And he played for the Impossible Dream 67 Red Sox just like Ken Bach Harrelson. Pitch to Alston. He flies out. It is a safe situation.
3 runs, 2 hits, and 1 left on.
Yankees obviously have to
bottom of the 10th.
Pitcher. Right field must be replaced, and Hagen's going to play right field. Now, I literally was thinking Jim Bouton. I was thinking Jim Bouton was going to come in if it was 6-2 or higher. I really would it with Bouton. But Hal Renniff, he used to be a closer. Porky, as they call him, 4 saves. But I think Renniff is a better closer. So you have Allen, Howard, and Peterson. Hank Allen is going to come out. It is going to be Dick Nen who will come in from Southgate, California. 110 games. They are not going to intentionally walk him. They'll have to intentionally walk Howard. They know Howard's up, so that's what they'll do. They said we will intentionally. The Yankees lifted 2 fingers, meaning that they'll intentionally walk the second batter, which was Frank Howard. So obviously they were from pitch.
1 out, man on first.
Now Cap Peterson. Peterson has done nothing. Doug Camilli is going to come in, the veteran, 30 years old, from Philadelphia. The son of Dolph Camilli, who was a pretty good pitcher for the Dodgers in the 1930s. Limit drive to left. Tresh is a 3, so it might be a hit. Good chance to be a hit. Tis a hit. I can do it. Howard second. Not passing over to get to Harrelson.
1 out.
No, because Harrelson is a good hitter, so they're going to pitch to Casanova. Remember the second, and double play. That will end it.
That's their second double play turn today.
Washington turned 3 double plays on the Yankees in 5 innings.
New York.
The Yankees turned a double play on them. Game, set, match in the 10th.
Goodbye, everybody.
5-2. Bill Robinson, 4 RBIs. The center field, who took over Mano's spot, definitely. Oh, come on. Bill Robinson had 4 freaking RBIs. Why is Mel Steinmeier the MVP? Downey beats Humphreys Rennick to save. Dude had 4 RBIs. 2 for 5, 4 RBIs. The future 79 Pirate. Steinmeier, Hamilton, Downing gets the W. Rennick the save. Humphreys is loser after Reichert and Pretty. And for a moment there, the only 2 hits Mel Steinmeier had given up was to Pete Reichert. But game set match 3 in the 10th, Yankees Kachi. So we're gonna go quickly through the year. I gotta make sure I know through the schedule. Excuse me. What the last game? The last game is October the 1st. So yeah. So we'll have to autoplay the month, if you will. Yeah, we'll autoplay the months up to September the 29th, I think, and then we will see if the match plays and all that, because the top team in each of the AL and NL play for a playoff spot, play for the 1 seed in the league. The top second place team by wins gets in, and then the other league. So right now it's Cincy and Detroit getting their jobs in. So Detroit would play Cincy, and because St. Louis won 11, Minnesota 10 for second place, St. Louis would get third, and the fourth place team would be based off of the what they call the Triple Crown batting average. And Harmon Killebrew's won 2 out of 3, and since Minnesota isn't, and you have to be above 500. So if it's like Washington's player and all that winning 2 out of 3 Triple Crown things, it can't happen. You have to be above 500. Even if you're like third or fourth, like Boston or the White Sox, you can jump into fourth place by cheating, in a sense. Minnesota would get that fourth slot because of Harmon Killebrew. All right, so that's all I put left. So yeah, so Minnesota would jump into fourth place. I thought I did the 67 Twins, or was that some kind of qualification? That's what I thought too. Yeah, I thought 67 Minnesota. That sounds familiar. 67? Yeah, that sounds familiar. Isn't it? I don't think so. I don't think so, Jeff. Sure? Hmm. Hmm. That's 69 Minnesota. Maybe it was 65 Minnesota. I think it was like 65. I don't think it was 67. I'm thinking something else and entirely different. Right now, it's the White Sox and St. Louis, with the Cubs taking third place, and meaning that the American League Triple Crown will be basically who fourth place would be. Okay, after June, it's the White Sox and St. Louis, and it would be 48 to 41. So San Francisco would jump into third, and the American League would have fourth place. That's for right now. Chicago, Chicago, my kind of town. Of course, next week we will have the 1967 thing as a play-in best of 7, and we are following 1967 rules. I know 69, the late 60s, you had 4 teams move on to a 14 playoff, but no, we're going to go with the traditional AL versus NL matchup for the top seeds, because remember, seeding does count. So 1967, and of course, next week we'll have the playoff winner and all that. And of course, as I said, 1967, nobody's qualified for that 96 team tournament from that season through the 1960s decades thingy. So that means carte blanche. St. Louis and Boston are 1-2 right now. Wins right now. San Francisco leads Detroit for third place. So that's what everything happens. Yeah, when we do that, it'll probably be next Sunday when I do it. Because next Saturday, the 25th, is actually a big day for me because I get to go to the Blue Jays taking on Cleveland at the Rogers Center live because I won 2 tickets to a Toronto sporting event through a Winter Olympics trivia contest and all that. So it's going to be one hell of a ride and all that. So yeah, Saturday's going to be tricky because we got to leave Toronto for Toronto around 11 o'clock. So me taping things like at 7:30, 8:30, 9:30. I might get a few things done, but of course I have to worry about golf. I have to worry about tennis and all that. And I don't know when I'll be back. That's the problem. All right. So through August, we have Baltimore in first place and then St. Louis. San Francisco crushing the runner ups over Boston. So San Francisco would get a spot in. So yeah, it would be St. Louis versus Baltimore for the number one seed. San Francisco would be number three, and then the AL as I see fit. I think it's Minnesota. Yeah, because Killebrew leads in home runs and RBIs. Yaz leads in batting average, but because Minnesota over Boston 2-1, Minnesota would sneak in for that fourth place, and Boston would be fucked over. That's the way it goes. Okay, I got to make sure to stop on the 29th because I want like few day action to see if there's any key moments and all that I got to keep my elbows on. Yeah, the battles for the number 4 seed I don't think can be happening. It'll be basically number 3, if anything. I don't know if we have to go through the tiebreak things, but yeah, the bat looks like everything, like the home runs and RBIs is going to be one man only. The way I look at it. Stop. All right, so after the 29th, Baltimore is 2.5 up on Detroit and the White Sox, and 2 up, and St. Louis is technically 2 up on San Francisco. Well, whoever loses St. Louis, San Francisco, that battle will get third place. And the AL, as I see fit, it's 2 out of 3, and there's no way. Killebrew is going to win in home runs and RBIs for sure. I mean, Yaz can't hit 6 home runs in 2 days. So Minnesota, because they're above 500, guaranteed to be above 500. Thanks to Killebrew's efforts, the 67 Twins will take fourth no matter what happens. So Detroit and the White Sox better win the whole thing, the AL, because if not, they're not going to move it. It'll be Minnesota. Yeah, Paul Blair is going to win for batting average, but Baltimore's number 1. So let's see. Baltimore's at 159 games. Detroit's at 158. And the White Sox are at 160 games. Okay, and St. Louis is 2 up on San Francisco. So, as I see, okay, so St. Louis, San Francisco. So, all St. Louis has to do, I'm actually going to simulate the matchups that don't matter. What is it? It's Baltimore, Detroit, White Sox. Cubs and Cincy don't matter. The Cubs and Cincy don't matter. Houston, Pittsburgh doesn't matter. Yankees, A's don't matter. The Yankees have fallen to 67 wins, which is weird. Washington, how many wins does Washington have? If I must know. 59. Okay. Well, Minnesota, Boston, that matters. I think, right? Well, Boston's what? Boston is 4.5 back. They can't catch Baltimore, and they have to catch Baltimore. Yeah, you're right. They have to catch Baltimore. Yeah, Minnesota, Boston doesn't technically matter. In the end, it was Minnesota winning anyway, so yeah. Mets and Dodgers don't matter. Wow, the Dodgers without Sandy Koufax. Philly and San Francisco, that game does. Oh, they play a double dip. Detroit has to play a doubleheader. So Baltimore is up by 2.5 with 2 days left. So if Baltimore beats Cleveland, it doesn't matter. Baltimore will clinch a top 2 spot, and Detroit and the White Sox will have to die another day, if you will. Baltimore, they know the rule. Don't panic. They're up by 2.5. All they have to do is beat Cleveland, and we know the American
Replay
League
Radio is
got
live from
the team for
Cleveland.
the 67
Top
final.
up first.
And we know, of course, Minnesota, because of 2 out of 3 for the Triple Crown, the Minnesota Twins would be the 4 seed. So let's go to the 7th. It is 2-1 Cleveland. What's our clock at? 45 minutes. Let's go another inning. 2-1. Baltimore. They're in the 8th. Clarence and McDowell. 8-20. This would be a big W for him. Here's Ballinger. In Canada, we call him Boulanger. Fly ball. Hinton makes the catch. 1 away. Boost check. McDowell says, I can keep pitching. Might as well.
One out,
I have nothing
base
to
is
lose.
empty.
True, you have nothing to lose. Here's Dave May. Ooh, a rare play. It is a 2. That means you gotta use your speed. May's a 4, so 5 or 6 gets rid of him. The other 4 numbers will not. It's a 4. That is a tie. You need to be higher.
1 out, man on first.
And now here's Paul Blair. Can he do something? He will.
2 outs, man on first.
Hank Bauer, the legendary Yankee, and Joe Adcock, the Milwaukee Brave legend. There. Here's Brooks. Say goodbye. No. Goodbye, home. What does Gary Form say? Goodbye, home run. Goodbye, home run. As Gary Form, who did Baltimore Orioles games.
2 outs, base is empty.
Well, McDowell's like, what? And it will be O'Donohue. They need to beat him. I know he will pitch in game 162, but what are you going to do? There's Kurt Belfry. Is there a unibrow on him? Strike 3. Baltimore.
2 runs, 2 hits, and none left on.
Meaning that the White Sox and Detroit are
8th.
fucked. Here's Lee May. I know there was a Baltimore player with Lee May, but he didn't have the E on the end. G. Bradbander is still pitching. Grab the short, throw the first. Yeah, 7-5. G. Bradbander.
1 out, base is empty.
Yeah, he pitched for the Pilots in 1969 when they were the Seattle Pilots in the inaugural season. Here's Vic Delavio, who went on to play for Cleveland. For the Dodgers. He was part of the 1977 NLCS battle. Here's Hinton. Remember the third? Throw. 3-2. Yeah, I think they're going to take Brad Bender out.
They go down quietly, nothing doing this half inning.
Miller.
Top of the 9th.
They need this. They're 2.5 up with 2 days left. They win. It's basically curtains. Kurt Luden, batting 111. Yeah, he's batting way below the Mendoza line. They're going to take him out, and it's going to be Luis Aparicio. I didn't know he played for Baltimore. I think I remember him, but in 1967, did not know that. So, yeah, Luis Aparicio, the White Sox legendary shortstop. In Baltimore colors, go there on the second. You're out. That's 4-3 on the put-up.
1 out, base is empty.
And here comes Davey Johnson, who had the home run record for a second baseman for a while. Deep fly, but May makes the catch. 2 down.
2 outs, base is empty.
And here comes Larry Haney. Not 2 double. Yeah, they're going to trust Haney on the plate. Now the second. Nice job by O'Donohue. But Cleveland needs a run.
And just like that, the inning's over.
They do.
Bottom of the 9th.
You know who Baltimore's going to put? Well, left field is going to be F-Rob. Surprise, they didn't have him start the game. But yeah, F-Rob is coming into play defensively. It is Stu Miller. It's got to be Stu Miller as the closer. You got 7 of them. Got not Tim Horton, Tony Horton, who was a great first baseman for the Cleveland Icons. Catching the way from Miller. And a snag by Mr. Bellinger. Uno
1
Alto.
out, base is empty.
Got Elvis and Astor. Max Elvis says, I can hit. Sure you can. Fly ball to center. Blair makes the catch. 1 more out, and Baltimore
2
are
outs,
the
base is
AL
empty.
champs in 1967. Askew is coming out. And what do you do here? Well, Leon Wagner, former LA Angels icon, is going to come in to pinch it. Well, he gets plunked by Mr. Miller.
2 outs, men on
2 outs
first.
for Fern Fuller. And I think they'll take him out. And it's going to be Don Dementer. He's a good hitter. Dementer. Hit or miss. Is it a miss? It's a miss. Fly ball out, and Baltimore is going to win.
Baltimore
They
wins a
are
nail
the AL
biter.
champs
Goodbye, everybody.
of 1967. Tough luck. Bradman the win. McDowell the loss. Stu Miller picks up save 8. Brooks Robinson is your MVP. 2 RBIs by him. Davey Johnson with the home run by Brooks off Sam McDowell. Iced it. Nice job by Bradman. California, Detroit. Detroit won, but I don't think it matters. It don't matter anymore to me. White Sox won, but I don't think that matters. Detroit beat California in a doubleheader, but they're 2 back of Baltimore with 1 day left. Yeah, with 1 day left. But I think they played doubleheader, don't they? Detroit does, but Baltimore never did. But yeah, Baltimore 2 up by 2 with 2 to play. Yeah, we're gonna just allow it to end that way. So St. Louis must beat Atlanta, keeping their 2 wins against. Well, they're 2.5. They're 2 up. Well, if they wait, is there a double header? Oops, sorry. Is there a double header in the National League or no? No. Yeah, St. Louis wins. They're 2 up with 1 day left. Baltimore's up by 2. We don't do the double dubs. So St. Louis must win over Atlanta. 1 win for St. Louis. They will clinch, and I believe they clinch first place overall. Yeah, they will clinch first place overall, which means that the championship will start in St. Louis. St. Louis will have home field because they have more wins.
Replay radio is live from
San
Atlanta.
Francisco will
Top
get
of
in. The
first.
67 Giants, they'd just be a 3 seed. And, that could be big. Because, when you're drawn, in real life, things matter the most. They do. 7th inning, it is 3-0 St. Louis. Looks pretty good. 5-0. 5-0. They're going to give the St. Louis players some time off. Dave Ricketts is going to come in to pitch hit against Upshaw. Infield single. So Ricketts gets it in.
No outs, men on first.
Dick Hughes. They're not going to. He's doing. Wait. Yeah, he's pitching a clinic. Possible wild pitch. Higher than a 3? Nope.
No outs, men on first.
You're going to take Dick Hughes out with a 2-hitter? Well, it's 5-0. I think you do. No, yeah. Yeah, you might as well. Steve Huntz is going to come in. Why not? You're up 5-0. Carpe diem. Seize the day.
1 out, men
You only
on
live
first.
once. Luke Brock is going to come out. And Roger Maris is coming in. No. They're going to give Johnny Romano the pinch hit role. Former Twins icon. And Indian icon. Bring it in a straight 3.
2 outs, men on first.
And now Gagliano. No. For Ed Spezio. No, they're at 5-0. Jimmy Williams with 1 M. Oh, yeah, he was the manager of the Blue Jays from 86 to 89. Pitch in the way. Hit the short, and ooh, possible error. It is an error. We're not done yet. Cleve Boyer was a shortstop? That doesn't make sense.
2 outs, men on first and second.
Crit Flood is gone. It will be Roger Maris. Give him a bat. Bat people. Ran out of New York. It was unlikely. Home is up 5-1.
No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left on.
San Francisco
Bottom of the
will
ninth.
suffer second place. Okay, left field goes to Bobby Tolan. Shortstop will go to Jimmy Williams. Center field comes in, it will be Maris. Second base will go to Dal Maxwell. And the new pitcher is Al Jackson. as well. All right, got Felipe Alou, future Expos iconic manager, Dennis Mankey and Hank Aaron. Who's gonna hit? And pop up the Dow. One down. Now Maxwell,
One out,
the
bases
first
empty.
Major League batter in a game in Canada as the Cardinals went to Montreal at Jerry Park. Maxwell was the leadoff hitter. Dennis Mankey is going to come out. It will be Woody Woodward, the famed general manager, I think, for the Padres, wasn't he? And for Cleveland. Fly ball to center. Maris makes the catch. 2 down.
2 outs, bases
One more
empty.
out. Hank Aaron at the plate. Hit the short. Done. The Cardinals. It wasn't even close. Cardinals catching you.
St. Louis wins the game easily. From all of us at Replay
the
Games,
67
thanks
Giants
for
will
playing.
not be 1 or 2, but that is important, I think. Okay, I just got a couple of packages. Real life, am I right? Hughes beats Jim Britton, with Hughes being the MVP. Well, you throw a 2-hitter, although it was in 8 innings. 2 RBIs by Gagliano, 1 by Flood, 1 by Cepeda, 1 by Mikey Shannon. So St. Louis cut you. And that means the Giants games are moot. Well, they won twice. Unfortunately, though, they wouldn't be able. With 1 day left, they can't catch St. Louis. Well, 105 wins. Yeah, the Giants are like, we won 105 games, but St. Louis cheated. Joke's on you. Well, St. Louis is going to get the home series for sure, and we're going to be some. Okay. Baltimore lost to Cleveland, but went under the bridge. They're first. California beat Detroit anyhow, so there was no way Detroit would have had 92 wins. But yeah, Detroit would have needed the sweep. Well, Baltimore would have won by 1 game less. But yeah, Cali beat Detroit, so Detroit fucked up anyway, just like in real life. Cincy won nothing over the Cubs. They're about 500, but that means shit. Pittsburgh beats Houston. The A's beat the Yankees. Huh? Minnesota beat Boston, not like in real life. Whatever. The Mets lost again, but 63 wins. San Francisco won with 105 games. St. Louis won anyway, so 106 to 105. It didn't matter anyway. The White Sox won number 92, and Detroit would have been at 91. So Baltimore survived. Thank God for that. So at the end, Baltimore first place, St. Louis first place in the National League, San Francisco second, but they have won more than the White Sox, so they got third place. And then thanks to Harmon Killebrew, 2 out of 3 in the batting thing, in the batting triple crown, and Minnesota winning 88 games. I know the White Sox, Detroit, and Cal are like, what the fuck? We won more. Tough bananas. Minnesota will take 4th place. So we will now have to new postseason, please. 1967 playoffs, and we are going to play it just like the real thing, and it will be winner take all. It will be the 1967 Baltimore Orioles taking on the 1967 St. Louis Browns. Yeah, don't worry, the 67, and we'll just make sure that we do the 1 versus the 2, just in case. It'll be best of 7 and save. All right, use actual trades and all that. DH for all. DH for all. Official date. Sack fly and runner scoring. Pitcher must patch the 3 batters. Replay options. I don't really make any changes. Season stuff. I don't make any changes. Display options. Create the freaking season. Let's go. So yeah, Baltimore will take on St. Louis. St. Louis will have home field for the 67 final, which will start next Sunday. Which will be next Sunday instead of next Saturday because of the Blue Jay stuff and all that. So yeah, St. Louis has home field. So let's see what ends up happening. Good for St. Louis, good for Baltimore. Not good for the Boston Red Sox. Sorry. That's how I do it. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond.